The fall fundraiser happened 6 months ago.
This is spring fundraiser.
This is the spring fundraiser.
So again, spring fundraiser, while that happens on RadioU, you'll get shortened podcast, but that's just how it is. We got to get RadioU funded so the RIOT can stay on the air, so the RIOT can provide this Worst of RIOT podcast for you.
So here's what you can do to be a part of the solution. You can actually,
it's never a problem.
Right now, hit up RadioU.com and click donate. Seriously, it does help us. Let us know that you're a podcast listener. We love to hear the shout outs from our podcast
We do.
listeners.
So if you have a chance to give, even if it's $5 or $10, that makes a difference. You text GIVE to 877 to RadioU, and a link will come back. And then in the comment section, put loud and proud podcast listener.
All right. So there's that. Today in the podcast, you're going to hear Nikki and I talk about my fundraiser problem.
Yeah.
That has popped up. Avengers tickets.
And how that went for everybody yesterday.
Wow.
Spoiler.
Let's see. What else did we talk about? Oh, we talked about Hollywood real estate.
We did.
And something else.
Surprise. That's going to be a surprise for you.
I need to start writing this stuff down.
I can't remember.
There's always, I can get 3 of the 6, and I can't remember the rest.
Well, enjoy the podcast today. Again, our apologies.
We talk about that man.
For being a little bit shorter, but please enjoy and please consider supporting. Check out RadioU.com and you'll see all the donate stuff around. Just click on any of that if you want to help out.
Nikki has a man problem at the gym.
It's a problem. When you say it that way, it was a problem, though.
You know what? It's an accurate description.
It is. It's an unfortunate one.
It has certain connotations.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Yes, your donation during the spring fundraiser helps the RIOT stay on the air. But let that dissuade you. It does a lot of good things, too. It's the RIOT on RadioU.
Guys, I'm getting worried about Nikki.
No. No.
I'm getting worried about her because...
No, there's no need.
There's a little need.
There's not.
There's a little bit of a need.
No.
Because she's like a wilting flower over here. But you know what? That's just the beginning. The strength is on the other side.
That is. You're right.
Nikki walks in. I'm in the kitchen, and she just kind of shuffles in.
My body hurts. My legs hurt.
She sits down. She's like... I'm moving kind of slow.
Yeah, like everything else around
really
me is going
tired.
fast, but I'm going slow.
Hey, guys.
Oh.
Well, Nikki started adding some resistance training in the morning.
Poor choice during the fundraiser. Poor move.
You know what, though? I find that I'm very motivated during the fundraiser.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I just wanted to do it, and I saw my opportunity, and I got in there, and I took it, and we didn't really have too many problems, but
Except for?
Well, there was some guy who was doing it all wrong outside of him.
There are these machines that you're only supposed to be on for 30 seconds. And
well,
he
not
was
30, but like you're supposed
30?
to go from one to another. And
Right.
I think it's 60 seconds.
Okay, 60 seconds.
So you're supposed to go throughout this whole circuit and kind of go in order and do the circuit, not just pop in and pick like one machine and go out somewhere out in the gym.
Yeah. And he was popping in, putting his towel down.
Dude
laying
popped
claims.
in, put 3 towels down on 3 machines, and and then he would do the full weight, like the most he could do, just making all this noise, doing it just the wrong in the room.
He was breaking all the rules of your gym.
He was, and I am not someone who confronts people, so I'm just like looking at my phone with my back to the wall, just like waiting for him to be done. And I was like, well,
Whatever,
just go
bro.
around. It's fine. It's totally fine. But if I could, I'd tell on you if I had enough courage. But I was hoping someone from the gym would be like walking by going, dude, you're not allowed to do that. But no one did.
It's too early in the morning for anyone to care.
They don't care.
He knows that, too. He's just like, you know what, man, the whole monitor's not here. I do what I want.
I do what I please.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it was good. I'm just a little sore today. So let's have mercy on me and let's just call and donate.
You know what? You're just a couple workouts away from starting to drink coffee.
No, am I?
Yep. Like we're straddling the line right now, and you're almost ready to jump over. Like you're getting closer every day.
I will let you know if that happens. If it starts looking good.
Oh, Nikki.
If you start noticing
I
the
can
pot of
help
coffee going down and you guys aren't the one drinking it.
That's what happened yesterday.
Then it's
I don't know
mine.
who the phantom drinker was, but I went in there. I was like, wait, this is not right.
Okay, where did it all go?
Where is the coffee going?
You do realize that buying Fortnite skins is just dressing up a doll. Spend your money on something that matters. Donate during the riot and play Dress Up with Obadiah instead. It's the Spring Fundraiser on Radio U.
You know, retro consoles are all the rage, Nikki.
I feel like they were more the rage a few years ago, but are they still?
No. Well, okay. It's like this. Nintendo put out that retro NES
Two of them,
Mini.
right?
Well, the first year they just put out the one.
Yeah.
And then the second year they put out the Super Nintendo.
Those both were very popular.
Very popular. And then, 2-3 years late to the party, Sony was like, we got the PlayStation Mini.
Yeah.
And, dude, that thing sold for $100. And now you can find it for like 30.
Yeah.
It's on clearance shelves all over the place.
Basically, they were
nobody wants it.
Little mini machines that looked just like the old consoles that they had way long ago.
Yeah. And so PlayStation, you're
loaded with the old games.
You're just like, bro, what are you doing? Like, it's too late, whatever. This is all over. And then lo and behold, you know how you've got a friend who's late? I just want you to know there's somebody that's even later than late.
It's the next day. The party was the day before.
They're coming up a week later like, hey, guys.
Can we still hang out?
Hey, I brought a 2-liter and some Doritos.
And a dessert.
Let's have some fun. Who wants to play?
Well, who else is there? It's not Nintendo.
Sega is going to release the Genesis Mini.
Is that, what games would be known for that?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Is that because Sonic is coming out with a movie?
Like, they put that out in the fall. You got that Sonic the Hedgehog movie. They're hoping to ride the wave of a really bad movie with a really bad Christmas boutique gift item.
Woo!
Boom.
All the way into the holidays.
The thing that kills me is this. I feel like these mini console things, whatever, like I think there are family members that these would make a great like boutique Christmas gift item.
Yeah, but that means it's like $29 or
exactly
or like $19.99, but they're going to expect you to get like that console prices or a little bit less, and that's not what we're paying.
I would pay. I have family members that I would get them this for Christmas, and I would pay up to $29.99.
That's what I feel too.
That's how much I would be willing to pay for this.
I don't think. I'm sorry, it's the Sega one, right?
Yep, that's right.
I don't even think that one's worth that much. I'd pay for the Nintendo or the other ones. That's what I feel.
Can't argue with you.
The Sega one,
Can't argue with you.
I feel is even less. It just doesn't have as many profile like games.
Well, and the thing is, like, honestly, like I could go as high as $49.99 for a Nintendo product, but like for anything that's not Nintendo, like you're gonna have to bring it way down.
No, thank you.
Way down. So, what do you think
Sega's charging?
Sega wants to buy a classic Sega Genesis that was popular in the early 90s, which again means that you're buying it for a parent or an aunt or a.
Does it say how many games are loaded on it?
I don't have the number in front of me, but I think it's 40. It
40
might
games?
be. It might be more than that.
Well, so we're not doing the $29 that I was suggesting? That's not what we're doing?
Remember, this is not what you would pay.
Okay.
This is what they
That's not what the
think
game
you'll
is?
pay. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Is Sega expecting me to pay $69.99?
No.
$79?
Yes.
$79?
$80.
No.
Crazy
They're
talk.
wrong.
Crazy talk. But
dollars?
You're going to love the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, and wouldn't you like to bring Sonic home?
Honestly, I'm only paying that if it comes with Sonic, like actually the little person, the little character. You get your own little fuzzy plushie with it.
I feel like the boardrooms where these decisions are being made are in states where recreational marijuana is legal, and they have some in the middle on the table, and after a while they're having a good time, and they're like, we should bring Sonic back.
No, the problem is that you mentioned they are riding the high of the movie, and you got to go down, so you got to price yourself up a little bit for the initial run, and then you can go down.
Okay, so $39.99.
No, it's all too much.
And then $29.99.
No, thank you. Sorry about that.
Well, I'll tell you what, we don't put a price on Radio U. We let you give what you want. And I'm sure high 80s is where you're at for sure, right?
Any amount helps out for our spring fundraiser, which is continuing.
The Riot can't exist without your donations.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
RadioU.com/donate.
Nikki, did you get your Avengers tickets yesterday?
I did not, but I saw you guys were trying. Did it ever work out?
Hours later.
Hours later,
I was able to get tickets. Crazy.
Well, I think everybody just went at the same time.
Oh, Undoubtedly.
Yeah.
Like, it was, the entire world was trying to buy Avengers tickets at the same time. And it's nuts, dude. Like, it is straight up nuts how hard it was to get tickets to see Avengers. Okay, I mean, like, that's
was it
ridiculous.
that hard?
No, I mean, okay.
It just
You
wasn't
know what?
right then
All
at that moment.
I was going to say, like, I have actually gone, I'm not going to say what movie it was, but I waited in line for 4 hours for tickets to a movie one time. They went on sale at like 2 in the afternoon, and I showed up at 10. And just to be clear, there were hundreds of people in line in front of me.
And that was before, like, with your app, you can just grab and schedule your seat.
So now the problem is that the network is just like, we can't
handle it.
There's just no way we can do that.
So
for
wait,
you.
is it a month away or 2 months away?
No, it's 3 weeks.
Avengers? Oh, it's 3 weeks?
They're doing like their opening night fan event stuff, which would be the Thursday night, April 25th.
I thought that was well into May, but I haven't been counting down like some people.
I will say previous Avengers releases have been like the first week of May, and what they had been doing is it would be first week of May in the United States, but internationally it would come out a week earlier. And so this time they've synced it up, so it's getting a worldwide release.
At the same time.
So everybody's getting it on the exact same weekend as far as that's concerned. And did you see the run time? 3 hours and 2 minutes. 3
That's way...
hours.
If you tack that
That's
onto
Lord of the Rings.
It is. And then add that to, like, normally our theater has been getting really, I'm going to use the nasty word.
Go ahead.
With doing like 30 minutes of, from the start of when they said for you to sit in your seat.
Yeah.
To the actual start of the movie, because you usually have a couple of like shorts and then some commercials.
Right.
It's
well,
30
Nikki,
minutes.
Did you hear about what J.D. Power and Associates said about that new truck?
It's so bad. And so that's a long time. You're like at 3 hours and 3.5 hours for the movie experience.
Man, okay. Oh my gosh, Nikki.
What?
I am looking. Okay, right now, I'm looking at all of these showings like available, and this is just from yesterday. Sold out. Like everything is sold out.
Not
like,
surprised.
That is crazy just how sold out it is. Wow.
Well, wait, when we're passionate about something, we move fast.
I guess it goes to show you that if you guys cared enough,
I know about it.
you guys could definitely support RadioU.
Well, let us hear from you, too. Just as hard as you spent yesterday trying to get those tickets, you can text GIVE to 877-2RadioU or call us. I know we'll be officially starting with everybody in a little bit, but we'll still get your donation in. Get counted. Get RadioU funded today.
3 hours and 2 minutes. What?
Who needs peaceful coexistence when we can spend our days arguing and eating? It's the Spring Fundraiser on the Riot.
I can't decide if it's a slow news day or if people care.
What do you mean?
Nikki, maybe you can help me with this, okay? I have 2 news stories here that have popped up in my feed that talk to me about Hollywood real estate. Mm-hmm. So one of them is like, Bruce Willis sells his whatever, $35 million. He didn't even sell it. He listed it. Same thing with Jessica Alba. She's like, Jessica Alba selling her home for blah, blah, blah. Like,
I think it's just filler. I think probably people like looking at the real estate listing, like the pictures, to see what the house looks like.
do you do that?
No, not with celebrities, but I sometimes like to see different houses in different neighborhoods to see, if I would ever want to move there.
So this is what that would look like.
Pretty much. I just take out the celebrity part with me, and maybe someone else just likes that addition to it. Because these houses, I bet, are spectacular to look at.
I don't even, you know what?
Like for design ideas.
I'm not even kidding when I say this. I don't even want to know. Like, don't show me how nice your house is. Like, mine's fine. I don't need you to show me how much better yours is than mine, because then I'm just going to be like, man, it sucks here.
It'll make you sad.
Instead, I want to go home and be like, man, 15-year-old couches are the best.
Maybe there's 15-year-old couch in the real estate. You don't know if you're not looking.
You're right, I don't know. But you know what? I've got a bargain basement 70-inch TV, a really, really old couch that I bought for $50, and a coffee table my grandma gave me. And I just want to sit there in front of that. I'm good. Like, just leave me alone. I don't want to know, okay?
So that's a pass on looking at the real estate listings.
Obadiah, here's a house that you can't afford the door of. No, I'm good.
How do you know if you've never looked? But yeah, actually, for those two articles, I do know. Like the island one is like $33 million.
Yeah, we're just.
Who wants I would like an island.
See?
I would like an island.
See?
What would it take?
Well, Nikki, no woman is an island, which is why here at RadioU, we need your help.
Virtual skins for your avatar? Get a shirt for yourself. $25 a month or $150 one time gets you the exclusive Spring Fundraiser t-shirt now at radiou.com/donate. It's the Riot during the Spring Fundraiser.
When my time at RadioU is done, whenever it is, I don't know that it'll be for a long time, but I want to spend some time in corporate America writing press releases and emails.
You do.
And you're like, man, you don't want to do that. That's the flunky job. They give that to the intern.
I think you could be creative enough.
I love the crap that people shovel at me. My favorite today, it actually came yesterday, and I've just been burning to talk about it, is I got this email from Netflix that was like, hey, we're raising our prices for you. Because you're important, and
then you
want
get more stuff,
and you need the absolute best. We're going to raise that price to make sure you continue to get the best value in streaming. I'm just like,
was it that part that really bugs you?
Oh, absolutely. But it's the part that I love about it, where I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so stupid.
So what does that make it at? What does that get the cost to?
Well, I'm doing the 4K 4 screens because I carry the burden of others.
So that they can watch in 4K as well?
$15.99.
So what is it going to going to?
No. That's what it's going to be. It's going to $15.99 as of May 2nd.
So we're at $16. We're at $16.
And that means in my time with Netflix, I've gone from 8 to 16. It's doubled.
It's doubled
over the last couple of years.
We've always talked like what would be the number that they can't cross over. You know, like what would be the number that those that have been with Netflix since the beginning would not be willing to continue giving?
Well, they're climbing towards it because one of the things that I've always stuck my nose up at has been HBO at $15 a month. I'm like, I am not paying $15 a month. Well, Netflix has put me as the toad or the frog in the pan, and they're just slowly turning the water up until now I'm paying over $15, and I'm a laughingstock of the entire neighborhood.
I think we always talked about, like, once it hit 20, what would we do? We're $4 away from that.
We're getting close, Nikki.
And it also depends, too. I think what will really show things is the Disney Plus app when that comes out this year, because that I could see them maybe... I don't know, like, what will they start at? And how will that change the atmosphere with them taking so much of Netflix stuff?
It's a tough call. I want them to come out and just smack Netflix silly and do $10 a month.
Yeah, $9.99. I would hope so, too.
But what I think they're probably going to do is I think Disney Plus will be $14.99, and they'll rely on the strength of their catalog, which I'm sorry to tell you, the fact that they now own 20th Century Fox, they have the strongest catalog.
It's a big catalog
in the world.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens as they continue to, for your sake, raise those prices.
Especially when Netflix is like, we don't need Daredevil, we don't need Travelers, and one day you'll see Lost in Space Season 2. In the meantime,
those are your options.
In the meantime, because of you and our love for you, we've just had to raise the price, but it's for you.
How can you afford to support RadioU? Make a wig out of all that back hair you shaved off during your last manscaping session, sell it, and give the money to RadioU. Stay tuned for more helpful donating tips from the Riot.
I got a problem, okay?
No, that's fine.
Do you know what the problem is?
What, your coffee? Or
no.
Because you reached for your coffee the second we started talking about this.
Oh, that's just, I reach for my coffee whenever we start talking. When I put it in my hands, I feel comforted.
You feel better?
Yeah. No, I have what I call fundraiser insomnia.
Yeah.
I can't explain it to you. I can't. But when we work in the afternoon, it's a few hours in the afternoon, and I go home, I can't sleep. I can't. And I don't understand why. There's something about it that like activates my brain on some level that I go home and it's just like, can't sleep.
You're out.
Last night I was up till almost midnight. Did I need to be? No.
But did you get to be?
Yes. Did I get up at 4:15? Yes.
That's the unfortunate part.
Did I get enough sleep? No. I sure didn't. And guys, I can't fix it. I've tried. And the thing is, it's like, all right, I'll just get some more exercise. I think that makes it worse.
Well, I think then you're more tired, but you're amped up. So it's like you just can't win.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Which is why the fundraiser needs to be over as soon as possible.
It just feels
no
early.
joke.
Normally, Fundraiser Insomnia hits later at, like, it would be Friday of the first week or Tuesday of the second week. It would be later in the process.
Aww.
For me to have it so soon, it's like, wait. Something's wrong.
It's a spring fundraiser miracle. Yay! How exciting.
The other side of it is getting it this early. Maybe, I'll get on the other side of it before the fundraiser's over.
That's also a possibility.
Or you guys will hear a story about me wandering in my boxers in a parking lot somewhere.
And that's when you know he's really hit rock bottom with the fundraiser.
And just to be clear, like, when you hear it, just be like, oh, yeah, I should have given.
That's it. You should have given when you had the chance before we got to that.
I should have supported. Excuse me, officer. I share some responsibility in what's taking place right here.
You're going to have to go pick OB up if he gets picked up, okay?
Yeah, I didn't do it on purpose, guys. It's not what I wanted.
This was the worst of the riot, and we'd like to congratulate you on having the stomach to stick around to the very end. The riot exists because RadioU exists, and RadioU only exists because of your support. Find out more and give now at RadioU.com/donate.